Hey, hello. Hi,
Hi.
Ling Ying.
Hello.
Okay, so hi, everybody. Okay, so this is Ling Ying from Singapore. She's a national team athlete who specializes in Tai Chi. And she was also the World Wushu Champion in 2013. She was only 13 years old when she won the gold medal at the World Games. All right, and she's also a bronze medalist at the World Tai Chi Championships in 2018. Okay, so hi, Ling Ying, would you like to say hi and introduce yourself a bit more to the rest of the viewers out there?
Okay. Hi everyone. I'm Ling Ying. I'm from Singapore National Wushu Team, and thanks to Timothy for the very flattering introduction. Yes. I have been doing Wushu for a very long time, and I think
Mm-hmm.
there'll be one question where talks about how I getting started in Wushu. So I'll not dive into it. Look forward
Okay.
to talking to you all.
Yeah. All right. So yeah. So she's keen to talk to you guys. So keep your questions coming. All right. Okay. Yeah. So basically, she mentioned that she started wushu at a very young age. So and you are very young now. So how young were you when you started wushu?
Okay, I started Wushu at a super young age. It is
Okay.
3.5 years old. Yes,
3.5. What were
yes.
we doing then? She
I
started
know,
her
right?
training when she's
What
three and
was
a
I
half.
even doing?
Okay, so how are you? How old are you now? So at least we know how long have you been in
Okay,
this
I'm going
sport.
21 soon.
So it's
So,
like 21 minus 3 is about
17,
18,
16? Yeah.
17, 18 years. Oh my God, it has been so long.
Yes.
Wow. Some of the viewers are only like 18 years old, you know.
No.
Okay, so how did you had this a first time experience with wushu that you can actually continue this sport for so many years?
Okay, so I started Wushu was in the courtesy of my brother. My brother started first. Then
Okay.
every day, okay, not every day, but every time he trained, I'll always be there at the side watching him. Then
Okay.
I'm the kind of like siblings that whatever the brother do, I also want to follow. So I
Mm,
just join my brother. Yeah,
okay.
and that's how I get started to Wushu. But at the start, I don't learn like things like all that stuff first. I
Oh,
started with
okay.
one Hong. Yeah,
Traditional wushu.
yes, traditional Wushu.
Ah, okay, okay, okay. So it was your brother that actually influenced you to pick up wushu because he's the one that went on in the front line to explore this sport, and then you
Yes.
thought that okay, maybe this is something you want, then you just follow.
Yes.
Ah, okay, okay. So so you started with traditional wushu, right? So how was the training for traditional wushu like before you get exposed to the contemporary wushu?
Traditional Wushu that contemporary Wushu will be more performance like more
Mm,
swinging,
mm, mm.
more jumping, more
More
glamour.
acrobatic. Yeah, more
But
acrobatic. Yeah.
yes, then traditional Wushu will be more into I don't know fighting, more
Mm.
into
The
combat.
applications.
Yes,
Mm.
education. But it's very different. But it is very interesting to explore traditional Wushu because there's a rich history and the Tao
Mm.
that's so different and interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so how did you convert from traditional wushu to contemporary wushu?
Okay. Because so I joined a club called okay Martial House. I joined Martial
Yeah.
House. The
Okay.
Wushu. Then
Yep.
I went into primary school, Hongwon Primary, which is also under Martial House. Like yes, the
Oh,
coach,
okay.
same coach.
So you
So
have the
I
same coach, huh?
team. Then I had to go for competition. So I changed from traditional Wushu to the contemporary one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you when you did your conversion, was it more toward Tai Chi first, or you did other forms before you doing started Tai Chi?
I did Changquan first.
Oh,
Then
okay, okay.
it was I only started Tai Chi because they say that year that Tai Chi is a new event. Then
Oh, okay, okay.
and I was like tiny and young, and if I compete in Changquan, it's a obvious lose.
Ah,
So
okay.
why not try something new? Yeah.
Okay, so in terms of the size, you were pretty petite. So they feel that you lack the explosive power.
Yes.
So that's why they let you try Tai Chi. Okay,
Yes, and I
so
feel relaxed.
so were you like reluctant to do the conversion? Because like Tangchen is something very fast. That's why I always tell the Tai Chi athletes, like, it looks so cool. But then suddenly you need to change to Tai Chi, which is so slow. And some of them find it boring for a young kid. Yeah. So do you have that mentality at the start?
No, I just like blah blah and just coach say this, I just go and join. Then okay, I think it was fun because my coach actually made it very fun. Rui Ling Jiao is my coach at first.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Okay.
she actually made Tai Chi lesson quite fun. Like I remember we
Mm.
played games, then we compete with each other. Cause Kong Sui was the Nandu one.
Oh
And
yeah,
it was
yeah, yeah.
first
Correct.
time doing. Then it was actually fun to like ya kui, then like do Kong Sui and see who can last the longest, this kind of thing. So I actually never thought Tai Chi was boring. Yeah.
Mm.
And it's
Okay,
actually
okay.
difficult to learn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
correct. It's really very tough, especially when you were so young.
Yeah.
And then you got to really calm yourself down and really get the movements right and be in the zone, in the Tai Chi zone. I think that's actually one of the most difficult thing for a young athlete. Yeah. So when did you realize that you have a talent for this sport?
Okay, so the first time I competed in Tai Chi,
Yeah.
grade two, then I was super lucky and I got a gold medal. Then that's when my coach was like, okay, I think Tai Chi is for you. And of course,
Mm,
I'm not gonna deny. Yeah, and okay, I obviously also don't want to go Changquan because like I'm all the way Tai
mm,
Chi. Then like convert back to Changquan is like, no, no, no.
Because the training is very different, right? The requirements for Tai Chi and Sangchuan itself. Yeah. So that's why she has been specializing in Tai Chi and at a young age all the way until today. Okay, so at what age did you enter the Singapore national team?
Okay, I entered Wushu at primary 4, 10 years old.
Okay, so now you are 21. Oh, you are in the federation, the national team for more than half your lifetime.
Yes.
Yeah, because if she's now
Oh,
she was there when she was 10 and now she's 21, right? So she
yes.
spent more than half her life being a professional athlete. Wow.
Nice. I saw a question. Yes, I
Yeah,
train with
yeah.
T.
Yeah, okay, I can see a lot of your teammates coming in as well, and a lot of Wushu athletes from overseas coming in. Yeah, don't worry, later we will have some time for Ling to answer all the different questions. Okay, okay, so back to your training. So, so when you were shortlisted, were you ready for the training in the national team?
Okay, let me tell you this. I remember my first training very vividly
Why?
because, okay, I remember it was a Tuesday
Okay,
and
wow,
Tuesday
Tuesday,
is
so
the
specific.
PT day. So
Okay.
I literally died on my first day of training. It was the worst training ever. It was the worst. Okay, I
Okay.
came there ready and excited because I was like, oh my gosh, I'm in the national team. Like this is so
Yeah.
exciting. Then after that, I just died on the first day, and like, oh my gosh, it is the worst feeling ever. It's like from like 100% to like negative. It was
Okay. So did you
yeah.
ever thought of giving up? Like, wow, the first day there and then you wanted to like die and suffocate, right? So have you ever had that mentality of like giving up at the start? Maybe this
No,
is not the
because
thing that you want.
I
Yeah.
am I'm like stubborn. Like I'm the kind that I if I'm bad at something, I want to make it good because like I just don't want to know that I'm bad at something. Yeah, I'm like stubborn. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you are so stubborn until you spend half your lifetime in the national team
Yeah.
training.
Yeah, I'm like contemplating my life right now. What am I doing?
But wow, it's really a very long time, and you really need a lot of persistency to really continue your entire journey for so many years. Okay, so do you remember when was the last time that you represented Singapore in a overseas competition?
Okay, it was primary 5.
Okay.
Okay, it was very nice. It's held in Singapore, World Junior Wushu.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was 2009, right?
2010, I think.
2010. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So that was like 1 or 2 years after you got into the
But
national
it's
team.
ironic because I
Why?
was doing 三段长拳 and 四段枪.
Oh, okay. So you did a conversion when you were
Yes.
after you got into the team.
I'm in C2. Yes. So I had
The
to do
group C.
yes.
Oh, okay. So you had to convert. So was it like a struggle for you? Because you were like very specialized in Tai Chi, so you had to like
Yes.
convert. So it
It
was a
actually
struggle.
made me miss Tai Chi. Because
Okay.
I'm really not a 长拳 person. I'm like weak and
Okay.
I'm really just weak. Yeah.
Okay, let's say that you lack the explosive power, lah. Okay,
Yeah.
because if you are weak, you wouldn't be the world champion already. Okay, so how was that competition for you the first time? Was it more on the experiential kind of experience for you, or it was like, okay, I still want to do my best. I want to win
Oh,
something.
I really want to do my best. I remember
Mm-hmm.
training every day,
Mm-hmm.
and even I think I trained double almost every day that
Oh,
period.
okay.
Yeah, because it was my first competition. I don't want to screw it up, and
Mm-hmm.
then okay, I actually won a gold medal. Nothing so hard,
Wow! And
but
she's staying. The goal for which event? Sorry, just to.
Zhejiang,
Oh, for the spear. Okay, so for the Group C spear, and
yeah.
she's telling us that she got no explosive power, but she got a goal.
Yeah.
Okay, but this is really all the hard work, right? For like from Ling Ying, who started a Tai Chi. I mean, like, okay, from Changquan, then convert to Changquan because of competition, and she really put her effort. And even though it's not her specialized style, she still managed to get something. Okay, so this means this girl is really very hardworking. There's a lot of persistency in her. You look at her eyes, you can see the the persistency. Okay, all right. So besides the Changquan, sorry, the Chang medal. So when was it that you compete in Tai Chi? Like finally representing Singapore in an event that you're specialized in.
Then I think it will be. I can't remember it was junior comms or
Oh,
immediately
okay.
straight to. Okay, I think it was junior comms first. I
Oh,
competed
okay.
the next junior comm when I was in Group B. Then I
Oh,
finally
okay.
can do Tai Chi.
Okay.
But soon after, then it was the World Championship also.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, okay.
yeah.
So
It was
how was
around.
it like? So how was it like for you to like represent Singapore in Tai Chi, in the event that you're really you train so hard for?
It was actually more stressful because it is what I specialize in, and
Mm-hmm.
like like if I can, in a sense, I got a result for something that I'm not specialized in with
Mm,
Sichuan. So people may expect more, like since like
mm,
and in Sichuan, you should win in Tai Chi in a sense. That, like
okay.
yeah, so it was a lot more pressure, but
Mm,
it was. I just enjoyed the process. I remember it was very fun. Like competition days were like the best.
yeah.
I remember. Yeah, so I don't even actually have any bad memories or like whatever. It was just very
Okay.
fun.
So did you win something from the first like competition? For the first Tai Chi competition,
Mm,
do you remember?
oh no, my first junior comps I
Mm,
didn't win, but
okay.
I think it was my second and third competition that I actually did win to.
Okay, okay. So, when the first comp you didn't win, so what was that mindset in you? Like, yeah,
Um,
what were the thoughts that were in your mind? Like, yeah,
oh
have you ever thought of giving up, or you feel like you're like not good enough? Yeah.
yes, I thought I was not good enough. This is super like, and actually it is okay because until now I still think that I'm not good enough, and it's totally fine. But
No, everybody keeps working hard to improve, right?
yes,
Yeah.
yeah. But
Okay.
I remember I was actually very sad because
Mm-hmm.
maybe because like I started off very well.
Yep.
Yeah, like I was very lucky as a young athlete,
Yep.
and like it was actually my first setback, so it was
Mm.
quite like a big impact. But then after that, I got over it very
Yeah.
quickly.
So how did you like get over it? Like, was there some factors that actually made you overcome your disappointment, or was there someone to guide you or to motivate you during that process?
Yes. I remember like immediately after my event,
Mm-hmm.
the whole competition, my coach actually talked to me. He was telling
Yep.
me that because I remember I think I cried. Then he was telling
Okay.
me, don't cry because you're sad. Cry happy tears one day, and like don't because like you're still so young. Why crying over this kind of competition that will just be a history? If you want to cry, cry because you're proud of yourself. Yeah. So it was something
Wow.
that I still remember until now. Yeah, I was very thankful for the coach.
Wow. I think this is really a very good set of words from your coach. I think this is something that everybody should keep in mind. All right. Sometimes hey, to me personally, I feel that's not much of a point to cry because of sadness, because things happen already, and then I think it's up to us how fast we want to pick ourselves up and continue to look forward to the next one rather than like looking back and feel very disappointed. Yeah, I think we need to push ourselves to be really motivated. Okay, so so at 13, right, you won the gold medal at the World Wushu Championships. So what was the thought in your head back then?
Okay. So that competition,
Yes.
all I can say was I am once again a very very lucky kid, because that year, it was also the first time they had third international Tai Chi
Routine.
class.
Yeah,
Yes.
the compulsory routine, right? The
Yes.
third set.
So no one dared to try out. Yeah, I remember
Okay.
like, okay, I'm being very honest here. I have
Mm.
very bitter competitors, so I managed to win, but I was also very happy because I won without like making any mistakes. Like I was only 14. I remember like I just got introduced to Tai Chi jumps because
Yes.
when I first entered national team, I didn't even know that Tai Chi had their own set of jumps. Yeah. I was always getting exposed to function and their jumps, and then in
Yep.
winter school, all you see is the earth. You don't know Tai Chi has own set of
Correct.
jumps. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I only had like 1 year to learn the jump and master them. Then I was
Yep.
actually very happy that I did very well in the competition. I was more happy for my performance than to win the gold. Yeah.
Because for the Group C and the Group A Tai Chi track in the past, it was just the 24 style and the 42 style, right? And I think the only like difficult movement is the 蹬脚分脚, just the balancing. That's really very minimal jumps. So I think that's why the IWF implemented the third set, compulsory set, to really build a very good transition for the Tai Chi athletes to switch over to the freestyle routine. Okay, so so Ling Ying was one of the pioneer athletes to participate in this event, and that's how she got her goal. All right. So in terms of the Nantu training, as you mentioned, that it's really very different, right? As in you weren't introduced to all this Nantu earlier. So how did you actually like overcome this challenge?
It's more of consistent training,
Okay.
and to actually know what you are doing very well.
Yep.
To know what exercise suits you is also very important, because
Yes.
like our coaches actually give us a range of exercises to do, but not every, because it's like they have so many students to take care of, so they give us a range of exercises to do.
Yes.
But these are like generic exercises, but there are actually a few exercises that maybe suits you better and the kind of thing. So I kind of like, those are the exercises that actually you are like weakest at, like the wow. I seriously hate this exercise a lot, but that's actually the exercise that you should train the most, because it shows that you're weakest at that. Yes.
Yeah.
So
okay. So this is actually a very common point that all the athletes have brought up. You should do the things that you don't like, because you actually train your weaker component of your fitness, right? So so everybody, if you don't like your training, right, you should do it even more, okay? Because it will help you improve yourself. Okay. So okay, so winning your first world title, okay? So did it actually give you additional pressure or stress in your subsequent competitions?
yes and no, because
Okay.
in a sense, yes, I am affected by like outside factors, like what people will think of me, but no, for myself personally, because I know that I am still very young. I know the standards, like because just that competition itself, I was being exposed to all the different athletes from all over the world, and
Okay.
I was like, wow. And then you know that I was like, oh shit, I'm really bad. I am so bad. Like that's when you know that I have so much to improve on. So it was very eye-opening competition, and I knew that I'm not good enough. I still have to train a lot harder. So it wasn't that much of a pressure. Yeah.
Okay. So what is your favorite part of like competing overseas? Okay.
Favorite part?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There are so many good memories actually. Okay, my favorite part is actually obviously making new friends and everything, but I actually enjoy a lot spending time with my teammates.
Your
Yeah.
teammates, okay. So I can
Yes.
see some of your teammates are like commenting on certain 爆料 Okay, so I think I saw Jessie, okay. Jessie mentioned that you actually had a phobia for treadmill. Yeah.
Okay,
So
this is one of the very embarrassing stories.
okay.
Yes, it was in training in China. Oh my gosh, Jessie, why you expose me? hate you. Okay. Okay, basically never let me run on treadmill ever again. But
Okay.
we were supposed to do sprinting exercises. Then I
Uh-huh.
think it was set at like 16 or 17, I can't remember. Then
Okay.
we just had to sprint for I think a minute or something like that. Then
Okay.
most of my teammates, they just
Mm-hmm.
jump on the treadmill immediately and then start running.
Okay.
Yeah, but I am those super clumsy one. Then at the start, right, like the coach just tell me, you start at 10, then you slowly increase to 15.
Yeah.
Yes, then you run. Then I was like, wow, this means I need to run for like extra 10 seconds before that. And if you sprint, right, 10 seconds is a lot of time, you know.
Yeah. Correct.
Yes. Then I was like, okay lah, just try lah. Try like then jump lah. Then I jump and I fall immediately.
Oh, whoa, that means the treadmill was moving and then you jump on it and then you fell.
Yes, I immediately just, I tell you, I hurt my chin, my
Oh my
collarbone,
god.
and my knees.
Oh my
And the
god.
worst thing is, everyone was laughing.
Okay. You can think of it. It's really quite epic, right? I mean, like it's quite comical. But do you sustain any major injuries because of
No.
that? Okay,
No,
it was
but
mainly abrasion.
Right. The amazing
Oh, your
injury. Right.
Okay, so there's actually a lot of interesting moments, when athletes train, right? Because I think most of the time you guys will endure all the challenging tough times together. Yeah, I can see a hashtag memories. Yes, Xiang Tian, I agree. Okay, so we have a question here. So, being a representative of Singapore, okay, in different competitions, so do you recall or roughly estimate how many countries have you visited, like, over the years?
Wow. I have never actually counted that before, but I know that
Okay.
my passport is something that why I like, well, will always keep it. Like my passport is cute and I'm very blessed. I actually been to the few further countries I've been to were
Uh-huh.
Russia, Turkey,
Okay.
Bulgaria.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think these three are the furthest country. Then after that, it was just in Southeast Asia and China.
Wow, that's a lot.
I
At
know.
such a young age, you travel like almost like half the world. So, is there any country that give you the most memorable memories or experience?
Country, yes, but let me think.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I actually like what's that place called? I actually enjoy Russia and
Oh wow.
Bulgaria a lot. Yeah, I remember Bulgaria. We had a super wonderful tour guide. Then we had 1 whole day of going to stay. It was actually very fun. Then actually no. The most fun was in Fuzhou. Yeah, I know it's like China. Everybody like what China?
Okay.
But that's because we live in a resort that year. It was the best.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I
So it
remember
was the living environment that you have the most memorable experience. So I think you really treasure the time spent with your teammates, right? Yeah, I think really they are actually a bunch of energetic people that will actually keep you like motivated, keep you energetic. Okay, so we have a question from Ufai, the Malaysian national team coach. So which country has the most handsome guys? In your own opinion, all right? Yeah. Okay, you must
in the eye of
answer
the
for me.
beholder. So if I ever say anything like, it's just my taste. Okay, but
Okay. Yeah.
okay. I used to think Vietnam. Then
Oh, okay.
China not bad lah. China got some not bad.
So you see, Ling Ying is very serious. When she answered this question, she really scanned through the list in her mind. Okay, so
But overall, Wushu guys are like honestly good looking, compared to both sports. Like I'm so sorry, but yes, Wushu like guys are well groomed.
Yeah, I think because this is an artistic sport as well, so the athletes really need to maintain their image, right? So to make sure they look their best, as well as to look confident. Yeah, because all this will actually value add their performance. Okay,
Oh, and of course,
so
handsome lah.
yeah. Are you saying that because he commented? Hey? Okay, so so as mentioned earlier, okay, so we Ling Ying will be here to share some of the tips on stretching, right? So yeah, a lot of athletes actually mentioned that stretching or flexibility is one of the components that is the hardest to train because there is no shortcut. You really just have to like consistently stretch and really improve your flexibility. Yeah. So for yourself, do you think it's a given talent that you are so flexible, or it's through your hard work that you are flexible?
Okay, because I started off Wushu very young, so when it was young, you are more flexible, but
Mhm.
I am not exactly the very, very flexible kind, honestly.
Okay.
Then I kind of took for granted my flexibility.
Uh-huh.
Then I became worse for a period of time. Then during that
Mm.
period of going back to being very flexible again,
Okay.
it was quite a struggle. Yeah,
Okay.
but all I must say is like any other thing, flexibility is actually a lot about the mental perseverance because let's be honest,
Mm.
stretching is very painful when you actually stretch well. Yes,
I totally agree. Yeah.
and you
Okay.
cannot improve overnight.
So you really have to be consistent in your stretching to really maintain your flexibility. Okay, so later you will be doing some demonstration, right? Yeah. Okay, so we will keep that for a little bit later because we have a few more questions that has been sent. Okay, we have a question from your teammate Vera. Okay, so she asked, "What is your most memorable competition?"
There are so many competitions, but okay. But Vera is an amazing roommate. She's like,
Mm-hmm.
cause we go to competition almost every time.
Mm-hmm.
Like then, she's always my roommate for so many trips, like countless of trips. But
Okay.
okay, camera competition. Every competition has their own very wonderful.
Okay.
Okay, but I actually enjoyed Asian Games a lot. Yes,
Okay.
because A it was
Why?
laser competition, and then B it was my first time reading in a village. Like yeah,
Okay.
it was a very different experience.
Mm.
And like it was my first time living in a village. It was yeah. Then it was only four Wushu athletes and one Santa athlete. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it was a small team.
Then it was a very small team. So like we are always together and
Okay.
everything. Yeah. So it's very fun because we actually bonded a lot. I remember. Yeah.
Mm.
But every
Okay.
competition is fun. So I wouldn't rank anyone that to be the best. Yeah.
Mm. Okay. So as we can see, so Vera and yourself actually represented Singapore in many competitions, right? So especially in the field of Tai Chi. So she's your teammate as well as your competitor, correct? So
Yeah.
how do you actually view Vera as I don't know, a teammate or competitor or a source of motivation every time you compete? Yeah.
Okay. Um. Maybe when I was younger,
Mm-hmm.
during training,
Yeah.
it is always nice to have a partner,
A
then
teammate, right? Yeah.
a teammate because it gets very lonely when you train alone with the
Yeah.
coach. It's very
Mm-hmm.
intimidating. It's very nice to have a teammate. And
Yes.
another thing would be okay at the start, maybe nearing competitions. Usually it was during like competition period or whatever. Then when I was very young,
Yeah.
then I did view her as a competitor before. It was
Mm-hmm.
then it may get competitive, maybe I don't know, but
Okay.
yeah, but then like right now as I grow older and then compete with her for so many times, like she became a constant and
Mm-hmm.
it became someone that I actually want to go competition with every time. And also,
Mm.
uh, I realized that in competition, right, it's not just Vera or whoever my competitors are. It doesn't matter. Because
Okay.
at the end of the day, you are the only one that's on the carpet doing the routine.
Mm-hmm.
Like whatever, like she can do very well, or you
Mm-hmm.
also do very well. But no matter how well you do, it doesn't determine on her performance. It is your own performance
Mm.
that plays on how you perform. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter who is your competitor or whether it is like wow, world champ from China or whatever. It is no pressure. Like everything is just into your own competitor. Yeah.
Agree. Yeah, because for Wushu it's something like it's pretty different from other sports like let's say badminton or let's say swimming, right? Because you only can focus on your own performance. Yeah, right. And yeah, how others perform, it really won't have any like direct
Yes.
impact on your performance, right? Yeah. So yeah. So basically, just treat everybody as friends. Yeah,
Yeah.
competitors are there, but they won't really affect you. So just do your best and yeah, excel in the sport.
It feels good
right?
to see a common face, like while you'll be like, thank God you are with me in this competition, the kind of thing. Like after that, it just gets very nice. Yeah.
Yeah. So you get to see many familiar faces, right, during competitions. So besides Team Singapore athletes, which other country athletes would give you the biggest like comfort or the biggest like excitement? Hey, like I get to see you again.
Okay. I have a very good friend from Vietnam and Philippines. Yeah, so I'm actually super happy to see them there. Then actually in China, I used to have one, but the thing about China athlete is, they are not like us that, you know, like every time you see Team China, it's always a different face. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but there happened to be one time that there was actually one girl who was very close to me. Yeah, so it was like wow. So I remember like I would say, oh, and Indonesia. Actually, you know what? Hong Kong, so many. Everyone are my friends.
Okay, so
it's
are they
really very
here? Are
fun.
they
Yeah.
here?
You will just
Okay.
be like, especially during the finale, like the last day of competition, it will just be everyone gathering together, group photos, so many photos and everything, memories, and then like, oh my gosh, I don't want to go home, that kind of thing stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think this is one of the plus point being an athlete, right? Because yeah, you won't get to see like so many different athletes with the same interest, same passion coming together. Okay, except being a national athlete where you get to really travel out there and meet yeah people with similar interests. Oh, so Vera mentioned you have a wushu crush. So you have a crush? Oh.
Had.
Oh, had. Oh, past tense. Okay, since it's a past tense, then never mind. Okay, so let's see. Okay, we have a question here. So, other than wushu, aside from wushu, are there any other sports that you actually do?
Oh, I used to do swimming and gymnastics when I was very young.
Okay.
Okay, I started off with swimming, then it was basically wushu outweigh everything. So it was like swimming and wushu first. I
Okay.
started swimming when I was super young also, like around 3-4 years old also. Because my dad was like you should learn when you're young. He encouraged this kind of thing. Then I like gave up swimming for wushu. So like swimming. After that, I don't know why I joined gymnastics there. Oh, I think it was because of my friend, primary school friend, best friend. Then
Okay.
I was like, okay, let's go. Then we went. I joined gymnastics when I was primary 2, primary 3 period. Yes. Then I almost transferred to Aitong actually.
Oh, okay.
Because my gymnastics was like my coach was like come Aitong, like Aitong is super good at gymnastics. Then but I was like then it was the period where I wanted to touch it for Wuzong already. Then my mom was look, also you have a like in a sense clearer future already there, like you see you wanted the necessity and all. So I gave up gymnastics as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I can say that at a young age you were actually pretty good in sports, right? Because you have like gymnastics and wushu, right? So yeah, you had many options, but then yeah, you chose wushu. So was there any like deciding factor that made you like just go for wushu? Was it because of your parents, as you mentioned?
Oh, okay. It was also because I actually enjoy a lot of competition, like all the inter-school and everything. Then, whereas for other sports, right, I just mainly train, but I never really go for competition at all. So wushu, then like I made a lot more friends in wushu. Like it's more of a family already. Like
Okay.
So
Okay.
I have more emotional attachment.
So that's the reason why you actually chose wushu, and yeah, and I think is that a decision that you ever regret?
Good question. Okay. This kind of regrets will be like the instantly like okay, it will be like when I want to get out of like bed, then I need to go training in the morning, the kind of thing. I'm like, oh my gosh, why did I even want to join Wushu in the first place? Why did I put myself in this kind of spot? Like, wow, I need to wake up and go for training right now when other people can just continue sleeping in the kind of thing. It was like it's this kind of instant moment that I regret. But other than that, I don't actually have any regrets. Yeah.
So if you have a choice again, would you still choose this route as an athlete?
Yes, I will. I still want to be an athlete. It's actually very fun being an athlete. It's like a whole new experience that not everyone can get to. But I may not want to join Wushu all the time. Yeah.
Okay, because it's really tough. It's really very tough. As in, there's no right or wrong, but because it's really a personal preference, especially when you have been through this long journey, and for you, it's really very long. It's like more than half your lifetime, and you're still going to continue for quite some time, or have you ever thought of retirement?
No. Okay, maybe a bit because a lot of my teammates are like leaving, retiring, but that's because they are really like going to work and all. Then I get sad. Then I'll be like the only few from my batch already. Then I was like, oh my gosh, if they're all gone, like I don't really feel like training anymore. But other than that, retiring is still not really something that I consider yet. Yeah.
Okay, so how do you think that the you can actually juggle between your work and your training? So I remember you mentioned that you were one of the scholar, right? Yeah. So basically, how does it work that actually allows you to balance your work and training?
Okay, balancing for work and training. I answer the work and training first. It will be
Okay.
I actually because I entered Wuzong at a very young age, like 24.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then it was at the start it was a bit of a struggle with the homework until like 1 o'clock when I was like only 10 years old. Then I sleep very late, then wake up for school at 6 o'clock thing. But after a while, I got used to it because it became a routine. Yeah, it became a routine that like every day after training or like before training I'll do this part of work, that's that dinner, then training, that's that. Yeah, it's like until now I'm still doing this routine. So that's like my everyday life already. So I got used to it. Maybe only during exam period you get slightly more stressful. Like, you want to do an exam also, but you also don't want to like stop training for too long because if you come back for training after you break for too long, it'll be like, wow, yeah, it's hard to keep up. Yeah.
Understand. Okay, so so as mentioned, because we have a few questions here. So what are the ways you can improve your flexibility? Okay, so because we have about 20 minutes left, so probably you can share some of your tips on how you actually improve your flexibility since the Deng Jiao and the Fen Jiao is the commonly seen leg techniques that we have in the Tai Chi routine, right? Okay, so let's have Ling Ying to do a simple demonstration on how we can actually improve our flexibility. Okay, because this has been a common question that we receive through the questions tab. Okay, so can you explain to us what will you be doing so that we can roughly have an idea?
Oh yes. Actually, I have come up with a few exercises that tracking movements that you can do before you actually start doing your splits and whatnot. Because it's like immediately doing split, right? It can be like while immediately doing a jump for some people, that kind of thing. So you should actually warm up, like that's like your wushu warm up. You should warm up your different tendon muscle before you start going into your real actual split and everything. This is actually very important. Because tracking, right? It is a long-term consistent thing, and it is your tendon and muscles which can snap if or like can get serious injury if you just like one shot suddenly do like wow, what I want to improve like 2 inches today, I want to go down 2 more inches today. Then you just
so when you overexert, then it will actually snap, right?
So I'm actually going to come up with a few exercises that help you to like warm up or stretch more before you go into an actual split or your kicking movements. Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
Start first.
Okay.
And the first one is actually kicks.
Alright. Yeah, probably need to adjust the camera. Okay, we can see it. No worries. Yeah. Okay, so for those who just joined us, Ling Ying will be doing some of the exercises to improve our flexibility. Okay.
First will be my leg. Out. Then position.
Okay.
I think you can see. Then you twist your body.
Okay.
Over here, it stretches your these two parts.
Okay.
Your feet are out. Then you
twist
your body for 10 seconds.
Okay.
Then you change.
Have to maintain the balance as well.
For another 10 seconds.
Okay.
To stretch out your heel, and very important to
point the toes outwards.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Then the next one would actually be this. Okay.
Okay. So it's
Okay.
to stretch the hamstring.
To bend, yes, this is also to stretch the hamstring. But
Okay.
this one comes in smooth, so it's like you turn your back leg and you bend.
Okay.
You turn and you bend. Yeah,
Okay.
it's just like a warm up of it.
Okay. So we don't overexert, right, when we are doing this exercise?
Because you want to
Okay.
do it gradually. Yeah.
Okay. So gradual is the key word, all right? Don't do it one shot, but do it gradually. Okay.
Then the third one would be a launch position. A launch position is like a 弓步压腿, but one common thing that most people do is like
Yeah, they go all the way down like that. Yeah.
Right? Okay. Actually, put set the maximum stretch. Your knees and your ankles in line.
Okay, one vertical line downwards.
This is something that is important to take note. Then,
Okay.
And at this moment, right, my legs are actually, my toes are actually up. Like,
okay.
My heels is up.
Okay.
And my heels are still up. Then yeah, so I'll go like that. Then I'll slowly stretch down.
Okay.
Then if you want to have further stretch, you can put down your elbow.
Okay. But we still keep the the heels and the knee in one straight line.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And then yeah, it's still in this one straight line.
Okay.
And the next one would be to put down my toes. So like now my toes will be in this position.
Yes.
Yes. Then this is the time where I put my hand on my heart first area.
Okay.
I go down, but at the same time still maintaining this straight line.
Okay. Yeah. So we maintain the vertical line between of the knees and the heels. So this is the key thing, and then you got to push your butt downwards. Okay. All right.
Then another way you can do is also to bring up your leg.
Okay. This is more challenging, right?
And like this, yes.
Yeah.
But
so
it's actually also stretches this part of your muscle because
okay.
neglect this part of the muscle as well. But it's essential to do a proper split. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. Yeah.
Okay.
And then finally, last two will be before you do a hung ta, right?
Yes.
I actually love doing. Okay, this one I'm pretty sure most of us know how to do the butterfly action.
Yes.
But a lot of people think like kind of take for granted this action, but I think like love this action a lot. One of the best actions to do before you do and to do a proper hung ta.
Okay.
And to do this right before it's going down, like some people then your leg just comes up.
Yeah.
To the purpose of going down. So what I would actually usually do would be I will use both hands to press down like this, and then just count. It actually hurts a lot, but you have to really once again persevere.
Bear with it. Okay.
Yeah. And I remember like my teammate actually asked me to stand on him before. But yes, but I wouldn't encourage that unless you are very confident or like he or she is very light on you, because you may injure yourself to kind of like
Okay, so safety is still important, and the training has to be like gradual, right? And just don't like force it down, like opening the durian or something. Yeah.
Then there is also to stretch up from here. So going over like that.
Okay.
Then you your hand goes to I don't know how to explain this. Then your leg pull. Yeah.
Okay, so you put the leg towards you.
Yeah, this stretches this part. But
okay.
Yeah. Then sitting on the other leg.
Okay.
This better. Yeah, like that.
Okay.
This is all very important. Then lastly would be this one.
Okay.
This one is like the easier version, but a more tougher version is to bring out your leg.
Okay. Also, we adjust the leg forward such that it forms a 90 degree.
But you don't. Okay, that's if you are like confident enough. It's not.
Okay.
Once again, injure yourself. So I would recommend going for this. And if you think like this is like one then
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So these are like the different strategies.
Okay. Yeah. So this is her tips. I think this is a very useful tips. All right. So for those who missed it or who need to like watch a replay, don't worry, because we are going to upload this video on to IGTV. Okay, so you can always scroll back, and then pause to make sure that you get the movements right. And then this applies to both legs. So what Ling Ying did was actually a demonstration for one of her legs. Yeah, so it's actually a mirror image if you were to do the other side. Okay, so it's quite straightforward. Okay, so are there any tips to improve your 控腿 or your 蹬脚分脚?
Yes.
Yeah.
That is more than flexibility.
Yeah.
Actually, like now, right? I think I'm getting old already. Okay, last time when I was young, right, I thought that
Yes.
I was just like your thigh muscles and
Yep.
your butt, but it actually takes up my sides as well nowadays. Yeah, so I would recommend training your oblique.
Okay.
Of course your thigh and your butt muscles.
Yeah.
These are three important things.
Okay, so these are the important stretches that you should do. Okay, whether at a beginner stage or whether you are more advanced or you're just seeking to improve your flexibility. So all these are really very good exercises. Okay, we have a question. So based on the stretching that you have done, so how often do we actually need to do the exercise?
Stretching.
Yes.
Stretching wise, right? It's actually nice to, if you can just take up 10 minutes of your time every day to just do it. If you really want to see real improvement, because once again, it's really a long run. For the people who want to see real improvement,
Yeah, so this is really consistency. So as mentioned,
even for maintenance, because look at me,
okay.
I actually became worse.
Yeah. So yes, of course, after actually, if you don't stretch for a long time, of course, your flexibility will deteriorate, right? But the key thing is really the maintenance, especially now everybody's stuck at home. Yeah, especially for this COVID-19 period, right? Yeah, so I think so a lot of you actually ask what can you do at home. So the previous guest, even like the national coach of Malaysia already said that you can do your fundamentals, your 基本功 at home. And I think the next thing that we can easily do are the exercises that is being demonstrated by Ling Ying to really improve on our flexibility. Okay, and I see, our Samuel from Hong Kong who's also here. He's also another world champion. Yeah, so wow, we have many people coming in. Okay, so all right, so keep your questions coming in. Okay, so that we can have Ling Ying to answer because we have about another 8 minutes or so. Okay, so what means stretch to get side kick high without having a full split? So, so I paraphrase the question. So, do you need to do a good split in order to kick like high and do impressive kicks?
Not really, because like sometimes when you go performance, then you cannot just stretch on the floor because like the road is Brazilian or whatever. But usually I will still go back and do my like this movement. And then if you are lucky enough, you can always use a wall to sit up there and do.
And I think for high kick itself, it's not just a matter of flexibility, but it's also the strength. Yeah, because it's really for you to exert the kicks, the muscles upwards fast, so that you can actually go a little bit more than your usual range of movements, and then you can put it back down. Yeah,
but
so probably.
Thing, right? I would say
Yes.
If you train well enough, like if you are actually competent at that action,
Yes.
most of the time, although I don't encourage, you actually don't require much warm up, then you can do it.
I agree. Yeah.
But warm up is important, so please do anything to warm up first.
Yes, and in terms of flexibility wise, it's really how do I put it? The more flexible you are, it's really a lot easier for you to do a bigger range or bigger variety of movements. Yeah, right. So this is something that we shouldn't neglect. Okay, so let's see. Before we end off, I think we can pick up like a few more questions, about maybe 2 to 3 more. Okay, so for those of you who have questions, keep your questions coming. Okay, so here we have a question. Are you nervous in Asia and World Comps? Yeah. How do you calm your nerve before stepping out to battle? Yeah. So during competition, is it normal or do you have that regular sense of nervousness before going up to the carpet?
Okay, I am those. I talk to myself.
Oh, okay.
It sounds very stupid or whatever, but actually it works for me.
Okay.
Okay, so I was actually very privileged that
Mm-hmm.
Sports Singapore actually gave us a sports psychologist. Then she
Oh,
always
okay.
tell us like she would tell us about using positive words to that kind of thing. Like I know it's
Okay.
like very like typical answer like oh yeah tell
Mm.
yourself you can do it like or whatever like you're prepared this much. But it is
Yes.
actually super crucial when it comes to right before you go to your competition. And then sometimes
Mm.
okay there was a few times like I'll just be like I'm already here like what I'm already here like if I don't go up and like if I'm still nervous like what's the point of being nervous that kind of thing. Like I would tell
Mm.
myself this kind of thing like
Okay.
it's like you rather put your thought into thinking about how you want to perform well or what are the main points that you need to think note of before you go up to compete
Mm.
rather than to be worrying for nothing, you know?
Mm. Okay.
Uh,
So self-talk really helps you quite a bit, right? Yeah, because it's really trying to reinforce the positive notion in your head and to keep yourself going and being optimistic. Okay, so were there any like competition that you felt really like disappointed in yourself?
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I do have. I confirm do have.
Okay.
Okay, actually, I was very disappointed in myself in the recent World Wushu Championships.
Okay.
Uh, I I was a little overconfident. Okay,
Okay.
because I put a nantu that I actually till the day of competition itself
Yeah.
I still have difficulty
Mm-hmm.
doing.
Okay.
It was like the 400 actually
Okay.
it was I can do it, but then after that I injured my ankle along the way. Then I just
Mm.
submitted the nantu thing already because I thought like before that when I submitted I thought like it should be okay. I should be able to.
Okay.
I can do it, but it's not like a 100% can do it. So.
So there was a risk factor
But I
in it.
always thought
Yeah.
that during competition you have the adrenaline rush, and at the
Mm.
same time I also like I would rather do 10 long than to do leg landings cause
Mm.
like yeah.
Yeah.
So I was
Understand.
like oh my god like if I do this then I have one less leg landing to do. Yeah, the kind of thing. Then in the
Okay.
end I got deducted for that during the
Mm.
competition, and that was I was slightly disappointed, but I just tell myself it's okay. It is a good lesson for me, and yeah, it's fine.
Mm. Okay. So we have your teammates saying that actually you don't just talk to yourself during competition, but during training as well. So so did so do you realize this or did they like mention this to you before?
Yes.
Okay.
I tell you, they always laugh at me.
Okay. No, but I think it's also for you to reinforce a certain mindset, right? So I think it's okay, but probably to those who do not adopt this method or this strategy, then they may find it a bit, what is this girl doing? Okay, but at least we know. So
Suddenly
oh,
you like train halfway, then you suddenly see your teammate talking. I mean, you will think that she has a problem. Okay, yeah. I mean, okay, fine. I have problem.
okay, no, I think this is to give a reassurance to athletes out there who actually use the same method. Okay, do not feel like you are an alien or someone who is like out of the world by talking to yourself, because this is indeed one of the methods that you can adopt to motivate yourself or to keep yourself like positive. Okay, so so the Singapore Wushu athletes, she's normal, just that she's I want to talk to herself to make sure that she's on the right track. So we are down with about 2 to 3 minutes. So do you have any thing you want to share to say with our viewers out there? Yeah, before we end today's session.
Namely, I would say to enjoy the process and okay, I must say that I know being athlete is tough, but you must know that it's also a privilege. Cause like most of the time, like we may take all these things for granted.
Yeah.
Like we may like cause we okay like I say I've been to so many countries. Then when I was young, I maybe took this a little for granted until I realized that oh my gosh, it was actually a privilege to actually be traveling around the world for so and to representing Singapore and everything.
Yes.
It's really like, yeah, and then those are the memories that will be with you forever. And I really like, you should cherish your days, and even if it's just training days, training may be tough, but it will be the days that you'll be talking about the most. And not like, yes, you can talk about competition, but training is the one that you have the most memories with, actually. Yeah, cherish that.
Yeah, imagine like one day you're old and you can tell your grandchildren, last time, also national athlete. Yeah, I think this is something very inspiring, It's like not everybody have the opportunity to really have, to experience or to go through what you are going through. Okay, so so with that, once again, thank you, Ling Ying, for joining us in today's Wushu Stars Connect. All right, so yes, we have many inquiries and feedback that are recommending different athletes to come as a guest. Okay, so we are getting in touch with the different athletes. Okay, because you got to understand there is a difference in the time zone, and because other athletes also have other commitments. But we are working hard, okay, to get more athletes across the world to come and share their stories. Okay, so meanwhile, continue to keep your suggestions, feedback, and comments so that we can continue to improve our live session. All right, and so you can even nominate yourself or your idol through our IG story. Okay, so for those of you who have missed the conversation that we had with Ling Ying, do not worry, because we will actually upload this IGTV, upload this episode on IGTV soon. Okay, so you can always watch the demonstration by Ling Ying earlier. Okay, you can replay, you can pause and do the workout and make sure that you're getting the posture right. Okay, so once again, thank you, Ling Ying, for coming, and we hope to see you guys again soon. Okay, thank you. Bye bye. Thank you, Ling Ying. See ya.